This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to Las Vegas, where dreams and fortunes can be made, and the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad from the Pac-12, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it, this football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Now flanking the quarterback. An inside give now from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
After the loss on first down, it's second and a long from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Close to the tight end. Oh, downfield pitch made on the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, this game has gone from 0 to 60 in a hurry during the first drive for this offense.
How aggressive do you get on first and 10? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 10-yard line. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
Notre Dame getting set with a first and 10 coming up. It's a shotgun run call. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They draw first blood in this national title game. Wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kurt.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with the mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Offense showing a bunch formation now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Looking for the wide out. Gets made on the out route. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's reeled in. It's Porter. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do. Get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. To throw, it's Raiola. Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Now play number 9 on this drive. Play fake, looking to throw. The tight end has got it. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15.
They told us all week that they thought they had an opportunity to get this tight end the football, and here they are early in the game showing that they mean business.
Now they call a run. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And the Huskers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Nebraska. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Throw to the left. He's found some room at the 45. Here he goes. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
First and goal, handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Looking to throw. It's Carr. He'll throw it now. He's got it right near the end zone. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, I know they got some positive yards here. I got to say, I'm really impressed with this defense and the way they're flying with the football. They realize, hey, this is the national championship. They got to try to buck up here down by their own goal line and come up with a big play now on third down.
After that big play to start the drive, they got close, but now it's third and goal. QB keeper all the way. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Caught over the middle. It's strong. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And completion makes it second and short. Trying to find some room. It's Edwards. Powers through. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to throw. It's Raiola. Quick throw complete to the tight end. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air. Man, it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. Got the first down and still motoring. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back does seem to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. they finally stop him all the way down to the 6-yard line.
What really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
The Cornhuskers line it up with first and goal. First and goal, try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up.
But what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
It's third and goal through completion. Can they punch it in from the 2? He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Offense comes back out onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Dropping back, it's Carr. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Second down, we're going to throw it. On the move now. Quick throw, testing the middle. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
I mean, you don't see this very often. They just pressured the quarterback, and did you see how many guys that were rushing him? 3. You have 8 guys in coverage, and you can get that kind of pressure on a quarterback with 3 rushing.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. They're going to trust the kicker from 56 yards out. Let's see if he's got the distance. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. He missed it. The game remains tied.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Breaks free. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down and 10 now. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Bringing pressure. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. Second and 10 off the incompletion. Ball to 36 still. They look to throw it here on second down. This pass is caught. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
The thing about this tight end is he is not only a great blocker, but shows here early in this game he can make great catches as well.
The Cornhuskers with 1st and 10 here. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. The shotgun handoff here. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Gets into space at the 50. He's in the clear. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for that first down.
One explosive play has this offense set up just outside the red zone now for the first down. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Running with purpose. Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Looking to pass this time. He escapes the pocket. He bought some time, now lets him go. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? He hands it off from the gun. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but the defender a little too aggressive here. That should result in a first down. The penalty backs the defense up even more. Now 1st and goal from the 1. He's looking to throw. Looking right. This one caught. And they will score. Touchdown, Irish. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
Now he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Mills. They bring him down at the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
That's tough for this defense. You give up the catch, but you also let the receiver break a tackle and get some yards afterward.
Ball handed off. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long, and here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Let's fly to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. To the air, it's Raiola. Caught over the middle. It's Porter. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
What's another huge game for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Nebraska!
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
28, Notre Dame, 21.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Handoff here from the shotgun. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Hardy. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down. Looking to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there on what will be the final play of the quarter. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. Breaking free at the 35. You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
This defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Gets rid of it on the move. Caught near the sticks. It's strong. Great footwork. A big opening now. And moves the football to the 27 and a first down.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's strong. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
And the pass is complete to the tight end. Touchdown, Huskers. A great catch and run for 6. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Offense back out on the field. Scanning the field. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. And he'll hit out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Notre Dame looking to convert on 4th down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He lets it go. He's got it. That is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside who can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. To throw, it's Carr. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. The shotgun running play call. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This offense really clicking. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. And man, did they make that look easy.
Receiver in motion now. Looking for a man. Moves out of the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Notre Dame, 27.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Back to throw. It's Raiola. The ball is picked off. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up to the 31.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to...
He's bringing it back. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person who's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Penalty puts the defense in a very tough situation. They got to step up here. It's 1st and goal for the offense. This one falls incomplete, but it looked like the defense jumped off sides.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Grab made by the tight end. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down and goal upcoming. Back to throw. It's Carr. The pocket breaking down. The pass is intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Breaks into the clear. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Nebraska has the lead here. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Ball handed off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And they pick up the first on the ground. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up fourth and short.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
The Huskers will send the punt team onto the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Dropping back, it's Carr. On the move now. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Makes the catch downfield. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
First down, looking to throw the ball. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Back to throw again. Makes a quick grab. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Oh, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First and goal, down 8. They've got a score and at a 2-point conversion to tie it. Here's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there, and if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
No gain makes it second down and goal from the 5. To the air, it's Carr. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a one-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
On first down, it's play action. Catch made by the tight end. Breaks clear in open space. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and the receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
One massive play has moved the football just outside the red zone. First down. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. This offense is still clicking.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. Extra point puts them up 9 now. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. National championship game comes down to this. They've got to get points right now. Serious urgency. And looking to throw now on first down. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Irish. Here we go. National championship game, fourth quarter. One-possession game, Kirk. Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure late in the game? They still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. Leaning on the run game here late. To the 25. And they've got him at the 5. Great run and set up scoring position here.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and its running back and just keep working that clock.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of a play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So a huge play to start the drive and get in scoring position, but now it's 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Touchdown, Nebraska. Still no answer for this offense. That's another passing strike for this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage. Because right now, it is not working.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Tries the right with a quick throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. The defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. And now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. With the last team standing in the top of the round for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. As you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.